Hello and welcome back to Chasing the Target. We are a day away from the fifth test between India and England. बहुत लंबी series हो चुके हैं already. We've had breaks in between. We've had a lot of cricket, a lot of entertainment, and now all eyes are on Dharamshala. You can say kind of dead rubber है because India is leading the series 3-1. लेकिन with the WTC points on the line, both teams will take this match very seriously. आप देखो रोहित शर्मा भी मौजूद थे press conference के लिए, Ben Stokes भी मौजूद थे. They're both looking to win this test match because end of the day अगर आप larger picture देखें तो ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट मैच है इन टर्म्स ऑफ द WTC. आपका पॉइंट्स बहुत हेल्प होते हैं. 4-1 will give India a big lead in that WTC. If they lose, it brings Australia and New Zealand back into that equation और इंग्लैंड को भी लिफ्ट करता है वो. तो in that context it's a big match, but हाँ सीरीज तो खत्म हो गया in terms of result. And yeah, it's a beautiful ground, अच्छा backdrop रहेगा. Hopefully the weather stays good so that we can have full 5 days of cricket. और जो भी जितना भी match last hoga. There's a lot of talk about the pitch. England are going with two spinners, so they don't see it swinging as much as they think. They're not getting too excited because people compare current like it's like England, the conditions, the weather, it's cold and all that, overcast. So they thought there'll be a lot of movement and everything, but the way they picked the team is the same team. सिर्फ Ollie Robinson बैठ के उन लोग वापस मार्क वुड को ला लिया with that extra pace that he generates. I was surprised they didn't go with three seamers, but again, maybe they saw something in that pitch today which made them change their mind and feel like spinners can also play a role. अब देखना पड़ेगा इंडिया कौन सा 11 खिलाता. Will बुमराह play? Will he get rested? आपके स्पिन डिपार्टमेंट वही रहेगा या चेंज होगा कुछ? अश्विन का 100 टेस्ट है, जॉनी बेस्टो का भी 100 टेस्ट है. सो some big landmarks in that sense. Both players are playing the 100 टेस्ट. बहुत बड़ी बात है. आप जॉनी बेस्टो का करियर उठा लो. He's had some sensational hundreds. I think the period of 2022 was like golden for him. वो Ashes से लेके until he got injured. Actually, he was the one who restarted this Baz ball. I'm talking about the Ashes in Australia. वहाँ से लेके अब तक he's the one who was the flag bearer of Baz ball. उसने attacking cricket शुरू करी, उसने centuries लगाई and gave England that confidence. And yes, he's going through a rough patch right now, but still 100 test matches is a big achievement. आपका अश्विन जो है, he's had an incredible record for India. In particular, in India, he's been outstanding. Away from home, I still remember the Adelaide test match where as a batsman he helped draw. He bowled well in that series also, and then he bowled well in Edgbaston, I think 2017. He also mentioned that in his press conference. Those were एक दो performances जो यादगार है अश्विन के लिए. तो it's a tremendous achievement, some good personal milestones that they will achieve tomorrow, and looking forward to a good test match. अब उसके बाद फिर पूरा T20 mode activate हो जाएगा. It will be IPL and then the T20 World Cup. So this is probably the last time for a while we're going to see India playing test match cricket, and उसका अलग मजा है, अलग खूबसूरती है, and we should enjoy that too. And just hoping for a good contest and goes down to the wire वैसा. Like sometimes dead rubbers can be exciting. They can be low scoring, they can be high scoring, but in the end of the day, if we get a last minute kind of result, you'll enjoy that test match. And England fans are also flocking into Dharamshala because obviously जो destination match है ये, like they probably booked it in advance, not knowing the score line. They really want to go to Dharamshala, and I'm sure they will come regardless of the series right now. They will want to enjoy that, and yeah, let's see what England have in store. How there have been a lot of points ये series में जहाँ पे England upper hand लिए थे. They were in the driving seat and they could have won the test match. It could have well been 2-2 going into that fifth test match, but unfortunately they didn't grab those chances. Now in this test match they have to make sure जब उन लोग control में हैं, they have to take full control of the situation, not let India through the back door like they did in the Ranchi test match. जहाँ पे आप ahead थे, जो रूट का भी 100 आ गया था. India was struggling, but then that partnership between Jurel and Kuldeep really changed the game. And then in the second innings, England collapsed completely. So they have to make sure they learn from those mistakes and basically keep that control. आप cricket जब आप cricket में क्या होता है, एक दो सेशन बुरे चले गए तो पूरा मैच स्विंग हो सकता. So when you're on top, you got to seize that control, make sure that you continue to score runs, take wickets, and put that opposition under pressure. आप हल्के में ले लिए तो फिर एक आज सेशन में पूरा गेम पलट सकता है. रांची में वही हुआ था. So that's what they'll have to be careful with. From India's point of view, selection again they'll have to see. Will they back Patidar? I think they should. Will they play Padikkal instead of Patidar? Rohit Sharma will probably play. Bumrah का भी एक सवाल है कि वो खेलेगा नहीं खेलेगा. It looks like Rohit Sharma is looking to win. He also, there's a tongue-in-cheek comment about Ben Duckett saying that Jaiswal is learning from baseball, but actually he said watch Rishabh Pant. He started all this, so he's looking raring to go for this contest. And रोहित शर्मा की जो कप्तानी थी और जो हो चुके ये सीरीज में बहुत अच्छी थी. आई थिंक जब आपके काफी प्लेयर्स मिसिंग रहते हैं, जब इतना बड़ा सुपरस्टार विराट कोहली एब्सेंट रहता है, जब बुमराह नहीं है आपके पास लास्ट टेस्ट मैच में, काफी बैट्समैन नहीं है, केएल राहुल, श्रेयस अय्यर जो आपके एक्सपीरियंस बल्लेबाज है वो भी नहीं है, उसमें आप बच्चों को कॉन्फिडेंस देना, एंड जब आप मैच हार रहे हैं भी इतना कॉन्फिडेंस देना कि मैच पलटा सकते. आप पिछले 2 टेस्ट मैच में भी देखो, इंडिया वर अंडर प्रेशर, मगर रोहित शर्मा जो टैक्टिक्स ऑन द फील्ड एंड इवन ऑफ द फील्ड, द वे ही वाज टॉकिंग टू हिज कॉलीग्स, इवन आज आप नेट्स में देख लो, सरफराज के साथ कंसिस्टेंटली बात कर रहा था, टैक्टिक्स डिस्कस कर रहे थे, जो भी डिस्कस कर रहे थे, ही इज ऑलवेज वर्किंग विद दीज गाइज. His door is open. He's making sure कि भाई the players have his support and his backing. And of course, the गुस्सा तो ठीक है, लेकिन his main goal is to improve these youngsters. And I think he's done it fabulously well in this series. And the result of the series so far, the score line so far suggests that he's done a great job. जब इतने superstars और जब इतने talented बड़े नाम खिलाड़ी absent होते हैं, it's always going to be difficult. But and this is a good opposition. England, ठीक है, they're 3-1 down. But if you see in large part of the series, there were times where they were in front, where they were in control, or when it was neck and neck. ऐसा नहीं है कि they've been blown out of the water, right? India had to fight, like especially in the last test match. तो भाई एक टाइम पे देखा था गई India 2-2, we're going to the Dharamshala. Like on day 2, that's exactly how it looked like. लेकिन these guys were ready for a dogfight. They were ready to fight tooth and nail and make sure that they come back into the game in this very game and win that match. And you have to give credit to the captain. I think he employed the right tactics. He had the right support. End of the day, it was very good, and he looked to continue that. I don't think आप उसको देख लो, आज भी प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में ऐसा नहीं है उन्हें लाइट ले रहा है ये टेस्ट मैच. ऑल्दो सीरीज पॉकेट में, उसको पता है कि WTC का क्या इंपॉर्टेंस है. ही इज ऑलरेडी टेकन हिज टीम वंस टू द WTC फाइनल. ही अंडरस्टैंड्स कि भाई हर विन काउंट्स. एंड में जाके आप फंस भी जा सकते हैं पॉइंट्स के हिसाब से, तो आपको ये मैच जीतना है. I still feel like Jasprit Bumrah, if he doesn't play, it's all right, because he has a big 2-3 months ahead. You don't have any control over his schedule in the IPL, and then uske baad you need him for the World Cup, because the way India played the last T20 World Cup and then the 50 over, yes, they lost that, magar jo Bumrah ki bowling thi, it was incredible, and they will need it in America, West Indies also, in my opinion. So I don't know if one test will make a difference. If you rest him now and stuff, he can still be fully fit for the World Cup, or he can get injured. That depends on the IPL. But I don't know how the team looks at it. Will they play him? Will they not play him? I don't know. Or he himself, how does he look at it? So that is one thing. I think Akashdeep also should play. So I don't know if Bumrah or Siraj sits, because the thing is, look, the series you've won, he's done really good job in the last test match. Or wo pressure pe tha, because 2-1 tha. Mukesh didn't do as good of a job, so they were banking on him. There was no Bumrah. He was replacing him, and the way he bowled was brilliant. It was outstanding bowling पहले ही दिन पे जो ने bowling करा. So I think you should reward him somewhere. Also knowing the fact कि the series is sealed, and he's done a good job. It's not like आप उसको फालतू में खिला रहे हैं or anything like that. He's done a good job. And you should reward him in some way. And I think that way is to rest one of your senior bowlers and play Akashdeep, because I think उस तरीके से आप confidence आप कंटिन्यू रखो. ऐसा नहीं कि भाई एक मैच अच्छा खेलर, अच्छा बड़ा प्लेयर आ गया उसको बिठा दो. नहीं, आई थिंक यू शुड बैक हिम. एंड ऑल्सो लाइक ओके ठीक है, इफ इट वाज 2-2, यू लॉस्ट दैट टेस्ट मैच, you could drop him, no problem. But यहाँ पे I think the fact that you've already won the series, it makes sense कि भैया आप उसको चांस दे दें और एक चांस दे दें to continue and reward him basically for his performances, because it's not easy representing India और उसके ऊपर आप performance दे, डेब्यू पे ऐसा विकेट्स लें पहले ही दिन में, बड़ी बात है मेरे हिसाब से. तो yeah, I think he should be rewarded. So I would like to see him play there. We've seen the spin difference, the way Kuldeep Yadav, Ashwin, Jadeja bowled, far superior in Hyderabad. There was no Kuldeep Yadav, but Jadeja and Ashwin weren't up to the mark. But now they've gotten into the groove. In India, it does happen. They do lose a match here and there, but once these guys get into the groove, आप देखो जिस rate पे उन लोग wickets they completely wrap things up very quickly. I think Kuldeep Yadav was outstanding in that second innings, both with the bat and then with the ball. The ball, he didn't give any room to the English batsman, and always was producing wicket-taking deliveries. Ashwin and Jadeja were also holding it tight at one end, और उन लोग इतना free short selection नहीं दे रहे थे to the England players. They made them work for the runs, and I think that's a very very it was a very good combination, and that's how India triumphed. So that's the battle, right? India में जब आप खेलते हैं, अगर आपके स्पिनर्स जल्दी विकेट आ लेते हैं एज कम्पेयर टू द ऑपोजिशन, फिर आप जीत जाएंगे. आप पिछला मैच देख लो, पहला मैच देख लो हैदराबाद में, उसमें हार्टली ने 7-8 खा लिए विकेट, और यहाँ पे they weren't at their best. Jadeja, Ashwin and India lost the game. So whenever these guys are not off their game, it does cause concern, but when they're on their game, it's very difficult to beat these guys. In India, they're outstanding. Like, you know, they make you work for each run, और पता नहीं कौन सा डिलीवरी आपको आउट कर देगा. They bowl absolute jaffers at times and make it life very difficult for the opposition. और जो न्यूज़ आ रही है, आज आरसीबी हार गई against Gujarat. Finally got some points on the board in the WPL. वो मैच चल रहा था. फिर PSL का भी मैच चल रहा था, where Lahore Qalandar are beating Islamabad right now. Islamabad 121 for 9. They need 42 of 19. And some good bowling finally from the Lahore Qalandars. Shaheen Afridi, Zaman Khan अच्छी bowling करे, and even Shaheen Afridi with the bat today was very good. Put up a very good partnership with Van der Dusen, which got them to a respectable score. और अगर आप देखें श्रीलंका और बांग्लादेश का भी मैच था, उसमें बांग्लादेश have come back into the series with the win. They won by 8 wickets. 170, I think 166 उन लोग चेस कर रहे थे, and Shanto led the chase with 53 of 38. If you see with the ball for Bangladesh, they were all decent, but क्या बोलते, so Soumya Sarkar, he picked up a wicket, Mustafizur picked up a wicket, Taskeen picked up a wicket, so everyone contributed and made sure that they kept Sri Lanka in check, and then with the bat they came out and chased it very comfortably. So a big win for Bangladesh, and they're back in the series. वो भी अच्छी सीरीज चल रही. वो ISPL भी चालू हो गया, टेनिस बॉल क्रिकेट में थोड़ा देखा वो भी. That was also going on. So plenty of cricket, but tomorrow we'll get some good test cricketing action. Uske baad the focus will be on the IPL. It'll be on the team preparations, previews, combinations, 11s, ye wo, orange cap, ये prediction, वो prediction, हर चीज पूरा IPL shift हो जाएगा. But before that, we still have these 5 days to enjoy test cricket, to enjoy some good individual performances, to cherish the milestone Ashwin is going to achieve, cherish the milestone that Bairstow is going to achieve, because 100 test matches बहुत बड़ी बात है, and kudos to them for lasting this long, performing at this level, and it's a very big achievement. So we'll enjoy that, and hopefully we get a cracker of a game. I'll be interested to see how the pitch goes. I mean, it looks pretty decent. It was helping the seamers in the domestic. I think Himachal was playing Mumbai or Delhi or something in that last game which was played here, and 16-17 wickets were picked up by the seamers, or even more than that in my recollection. That's what I can remember. So maybe there is something a lot for the seamers, and still India will know कि उन लोग कौन सा combination खेल रहे. Let's see how they read the pitch, and then we'll have a better understanding of the toss. उसके बाद आपका पता चल जाएगा combination से कि what kind of pitch is this, and then as the day progresses we'll understand more, depending on how the day goes. I think both teams won't be under that much pressure. England to pressure leti nahi, or look, the series is done, so they will look to finish off on a positive note. India will look to play more free cricket. They'll be under less pressure. अगर आप देखें, जब आप home team रहते हैं ऐसे सीरीज में, और जब opposition थोड़ी तगड़ी होती है जैसा इंग्लैंड थे ये सीरीज में, you do get under a bit of pressure. You find at times you saw Rohit Sharma panicking a bit. You saw some players panicking a bit in Hyderabad in particular, sometimes in Ranchi also, but now they can play with that sense of freedom. Even though they're looking to win, they can play, express themselves. Rajat Patidar, I don't think he needs to worry, because they backed him, continue to back, and if he does play tomorrow, that means they continue to back him. They see something in him. He can play with a sense of freedom. Sarfaraz can play with a sense of freedom, and they can really express themselves. I think Jaiswal has been outstanding this series. जिस तरीके से उन्हें batting कर रहा है भाई, he's been so good, and hopefully we preserve him as a young Indian cricketer. उन्होंने आगे जाके hopefully ये performances उन्हें replicate करना overseas tough conditions में, South Africa में, England में, New Zealand में भी अगर वो replicate कर सकता तो फिर बहुत अच्छा होगा Indian cricket के लिए, because the talent is all there. He's shown as well. He's converted big scores in this series already. When there's big players not there, no Virat Kohli, no KL Rahul, no Shreyas Iyer, he still stepped up, scored the runs. He's backed his captain Rohit Sharma, and he's done really, really well. So looking forward to that. My picks tomorrow, I think fantasy picks, if I'm looking at it, I'll probably go with from India. Again, I think you can pick anyone in that batting order, but I'll go with Rohit Sharma, I think he'll want to finish. If he's playing, I think he is. Then he should want to finish off with a bang, and he'll have less pressure. He'll play with more freedom because the series in the bag. So I'm looking at Rohit Sharma to score runs. From England's point of view, I'll go with Johnny Bairstow. He's had a dry spell, and maybe his 100 Test matches, the motivation he needs. There's a lot of talk about him, a lot of articles going around about him, and his career so far. A lot of proud achievements. So I think maybe he can take that as a sense of motivation and score a century in India and finish off on a positive note. Because of the summer, maybe teams could team pick hogi, and he has to throw his name in the hat over there. Right now, folks is doing a fantastic job with the gloves, and he also has been part of a match-winning partnership in Hyderabad. So Johnny Bairstow will need to find ways to score runs and keep his place in the side. न तो अगर उसने ये मैच में भी अगर फेल कर दिया तो फिर समर का सिलेक्शन भी उसका थोड़ा हॉट वाटर में हो सकता है. आई नो दिस टीम डज थिंक डिफरेंटली, लेकिन फर्क तो पड़ता है भाई if you score runs or not. And he also personally will want to score runs in India, prove that he can do it, he can play spin well, and prove that he is a high quality player. I'm sure that's what he'll want to do. So it's an important game for him, and let's see, maybe I have a gut feeling that he might score runs, Johnny Bairstow. तो it's no guarantee. देखो जब आप रट में रहते कभी भी ऐसा नहीं है कि एकदम से आप आके मार दे सकते runs. It's always difficult, but sometimes you need a change of city, change of country or destination. But let's see, I still feel because of the class that he possesses, I feel that he can fight it out and come up trumps in this test match. And then with the bowlers wise, plenty of options. I'll go with Jimmy Anderson, potentially his last match in India. मेरे को ऐसा लग रहा है it will be his last match in India, so he'll want to go off with a bang. He's been outstanding, whatever series he's played in the last 30 years, 20 years, जो भी है उन्हें जितना भी क्रिकेट खेल रहा है, he's been outstanding. He's got wickets in India and England, South Africa, Australia. He's won series everywhere. So he'll want to finish off with the victory in India. He's done really well. Again, this series जो भी उसका limited contributions था, he's done well. He's that short ball to Shreyas Iyer, he's also followed up with that plan, and he contributed in that wicket. He's picked up wickets consistently. He's kept it pretty tight. Apart from the Jaiswal when Jaiswal went after him, I think it was in Rajkot. Apart from that, he's done a decent job. I think he's been pretty tidy, and he'll want to finish off his India tour, potentially his last India tour, on a high note, picking up wickets, potentially the man of the match. And it's been a fabulous career. India is one of the places which is always difficult. ये countries के लिए, England, Australia, New Zealand के लिए, and he's done well there. So he'll look to finish it off on a good note. And from India's point of view, they'll also need that win for the WTC and give Ashwin a kind of gift for playing 100 test matches. So it should be interesting. Looking forward to it. Tomorrow the game will start. We'll review the day. उसके बाद जब भी खत्म होता, we will review the day and get you the latest updates. And then right after the test match, we'll start our IPL content. We already have some stuff flowing. हम लोग वो upload करे थे IPL all-time 11 with 4 foreigners. तो आप वो भी जाके check कर सकते हैं. That was, you can put comment with your 11. Who would you like to put? बहुत मुश्किल था भाई मेरे हिसाब से. There's some big players that we left out. It was difficult to choose. Had to really think about it. मगर end of the day, you have to just realize कि जब आप ऐसे चीज़ा बनाते हैं all time 11 ये वो, there will always sacrifices that you have to make because there's plethora of options. इतने options रहते हैं. आपको IPL में भी इतने legends खेल चुके हैं, इतने जबरदस्त performances के साथ, तो it's always difficult there. But yeah, then we'll after this we'll slowly look into each team. We'll dissect कि कैसी 11 उनकी बैटरी क्या combination है. And hopefully we'll have some good surprises for you as we go along, because it'll be a fun journey. वो अलग रहेगा. Still, I'm looking forward to this test match, and hopefully once this is done, then we'll focus on that. But I think that pretty much wraps it up from the cricketing world. Tomorrow is the test match. We've had some PSL, WPL going on as well. Some good moments in those tournaments. जो Conway बॉल बॉय के साथ जो इंटरेक्शन था वो बहुत अच्छा दिखा मेरे को. सोशल मीडिया में वो वायरल हो गया था. But yeah, it's been pretty good so far, and tomorrow we'll have the test match. Let's see what happens, and we will catch you for after day 1 for the review. But thank you so much for joining me. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe button, and keep following Chasing the Target for the latest cricketing updates.